time since 2019, we're back at the National Dairy Show in person here in the Green Glens Arena in Millstreet in County Cork. Preparations are well underway ahead of showing classes which begin tomorrow afternoon. The show officially kicks off at 2 o'clock, and along with some of the finest dairy cows in the country, you can also expect to see displays, discussions and exhibitions from companies right across Ireland and beyond. Here is a sample of some of what you can expect over the next few days. Now I'm joined by the Assistant Show Director of the National Dairy Show, that's Philip Whitley. Philip, we're back here in the Green Glens Arena. There's a hive of activity going on ahead of the show kicking off tomorrow.
You could say that, I suppose. Look, we're back here the last week and a half, nearly 2 weeks, getting things ready. As you can see, everything is ready now. Look, we haven't been here yet for 3 years, but look, there's a lot done. There's a lot to see. I suppose it is the first time. It's the first time in history that we will have such an array of exhibitions and such an array of different exhibitions. I mean, look, it really is. I suppose we termed it before, everything under the one roof. Now, it is under a couple of different roofs this year, but it is, look, you can see yourself the amount of trade stands that are here already. It is a hive of activity, it really is.
Yeah, and I believe 150 exhibitors are going to be here across different trade stands and 3 exhibition halls for farmers to look at.
3 exhibition halls, I think it's up to 180 exhibitions now, wow. Okay?
It's growing as we speak.
No, we have ran out of room. But look, I suppose look, you're coming to see the best of the exhibitions within Ireland to do with the dairy industry and also the top cows in the country. I mean, look, you might be doing videos in a minute, you can see there's cows being washed here behind us, there's a clipping area inside. And look, it's all going to kick off tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Everyone I'm talking to on the phone, it seems like there will be a big crowd tomorrow. There is a lot happening tomorrow. There's Ivan Yates, I suppose we take pride in the fact that we're starting the show tomorrow with young handlers from the age of 5 up. It really is something to look forward to. It's something they look forward to. The 5 to 18-year-olds, it is broken up as the 5 to 12-year-olds. They have taken part in shows throughout the year in a league final. This is the All-Ireland final for them. I mean, like, the excitement, I know that my own kids at home aren't showing, but they cannot wait to be here. There is something for everyone from 5 years up to 99 years, yeah. There's something here for everyone.
Yeah, and I suppose the different category classes, the jersey classes are starting then later on tomorrow evening ahead of more classes then on Saturday, building up of course to the Supreme on Saturday evening. Yeah,
the Supreme Champion Saturday evening, I suppose. Yeah, a rundown of what's happening tomorrow is there's 5 handling classes, then there's the junior jersey classes, there's 2 classes involved in that, then there's the Jersey Junior Championship tomorrow evening. After that then there's live machinery demonstrations inside in the ring, something that several machinery companies have looked for in the past. One namely, I suppose, Jim O'Mahony of Farm Power has always wanted us to be inside in the ring. We are now offering this. There's a lot happening here tomorrow.
Yeah, excellent. So look, it's a 2 o'clock start, so you can get the cows milked and get down here to the Green Glens Arena then.
Well, even if you can't get the cows milked by 2 o'clock, if you can milk them sometime early tomorrow evening, we're going to be open till 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Yeah. It is a first, but it is something that we are looking forward to.
Well, Philip, thank you so much, and the very best of luck for the next 2 days.
Super, thanks a million.
So we're here at the National Dairy Show. We're with Jason Webb from the committee. So the Innovation Awards take place tomorrow evening. So what's kind of involved in that? Who is taking part in it? And
yeah, well, the Innovation Awards are a big part of the National Dairy Show. It's actually the 11th running of the Innovation Awards this year. AXA are the sponsors for the 2nd time this year. Who's involved in it really is everybody who services the agri industry, or especially the dairy industry. So it's designed for a product or a service that's innovationary to the dairy industry that has been released on the market in the last 12 months. So we have multinational companies, we've startup companies, we have 3 categories that are engineering, scientific and tech, and then as well as that we have a sustainability award and we have a best startup award.
And I suppose innovation is so important for the sector going forward, and it's really good to see that there's so many kind of these startups coming. So like I suppose, what kind of startups or companies are actually, like is it all ag tech or is it a bit of a mix of everything?
Yeah, well, it's everything, and I think the lifespan of these awards has really shown where it's come from. So our very first winner was a SIM card in a mobile phone device that you could turn off the fence, and now we're talking about algorithms and fixing milk prices. We have vaccines in the scientific category. So it's a vast span. There's an awful lot of market research, and the one thing that this year's awards really show is that COVID and all these lockdowns really didn't stop innovation, actually enhanced innovation. So it's the biggest entry we've ever had for the 2022 AXA National Dairy Innovation Awards, and so it's really hot competition. I think in every category we've about 8. We have public judging where we'll have to narrow it down to 5 finalists, and then Ivan Yates will present the awards on Friday evening at about 8:30 p.m.
Yeah. And I suppose like it's not a case of they're just here for the award. Like all these, everyone who's competing, they have a stand here. People, when they come to the show, they can see them, they can talk to the people who are involved in these, and they can maybe get a better understanding of how something they're showcasing might work for them.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of the National Dairy Show now, is all these innovations are there. You can touch, feel, talk to the reps, find out what they're about. The new element of the live presentation kind of makes them compact as well, that you can actually go in and you see them judging, making a presentation, and you can actually ask a question within that presentation time. So the National Dairy Show has now become the place where you want to find out about the latest innovations in the dairy sector.
Yeah. What time tomorrow can people expect to see the awards start at?
Yeah, well, the live presentations of the awards start at 4 p.m. There's a 2.5-hour window there in the middle of our seminar program, which is fairly extensive too. And then the presentations are at 8:30, so that should be a bit of excitement. Ivan Yates, all the AXA crew, and there'll be a lot of interviews, and look, should be a good atmosphere for that.
Okay, thanks a lot for chatting to us, Jason, and I'm sure best of luck over the next few days with the show.
Thank you very much.
Now, as part of the packed schedule here at the National Dairy Show in the Green Glens Arena in Millstreet in County Cork, farmers will get a chance to get up close and personal with some of the cutting-edge developments in machinery. And one of those who are displaying over the next 2 days is John Granger. John is the General Manager of Vantage Ireland, which is part of the Grass Tech Group. John, over the next 2 days, what can farmers expect to see from your display here behind us?
So here behind us we have one of our GPS systems fitted in this Massey Ferguson tractor supplied by Cork Farm Machinery. And I suppose this system installed on the tractor here, it will be one of our top of the range systems, and it's linked to the fertiliser spreader behind it. So with the fertiliser spreader linked with our GPS, we're able to control rate and section control. So a farmer is able to go out, set the rate of fertiliser he wishes to spread, and it'll spread the exact rate he requires. We have, I suppose, different levels of GPS systems. This system here would be one of our higher end systems, but we have a more basic system, our GFX 350 Lite. I suppose with all our GPS systems, they have the same technology in them, so everything can be added onto. So with our basic GPS system, you can do the same functionality as the system that's installed on this tractor here today. This system is connected up to the fertiliser spreader behind it to control rate and section control, but we can also hook the GPS system up to the likes of your sprayer to control the same rate and section control, or any other implement you have within the yard.
Okay, and John, I suppose with the cost of inputs, having technology like this for farmers is very useful. We don't want to be wasting anything, especially something like fertiliser at the moment.
No, exactly. I suppose with the cost of fertiliser and the cost of spray and everything like that, you're guaranteed with a system like this, with your section control and your varied rate spreading, that you are going to spread the exact amount you require. You know, you have no underspreading, overspreading, no overlaps or skips or anything like that. Another benefit in using this system is you can record everything you spread throughout the year, so you have complete proof of placement for every field you go into. The way things are going with being able to record data and store data, you have it to hand here with the GPS system. All the data you store on the GPS can then be linked back to your PC, and you can print off different reports, proof of placement reports and cost reports, so on.
And I suppose, John, getting up close and personal for farmers to technology like this, they love to see it in action. So having machinery demos here at the National Dairy Show is a great way for them to look at the technology and see if it's something that they can bring into their own farming system.
Exactly. We'll have this system here on demonstration on the Massey Ferguson tractor and fertiliser spreader. We'll also have two systems inside on demo on our own Vantage Ireland stand and on Cork Farm Machinery stand. So there's plenty of opportunities for farmers to come and have a look, and we can talk them through the system.
No problem kicking the tires, as they say.
No.
Excellent. John, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck over the next few days.
Thanks very much.
So we're here at the National Dairy Show with Matthew Flanagan from Tubbertubby Holstein. So Matthew, you've two animals here on show. Do you want to tell us a bit about them?
Yeah, we've a first calver and a second calver. First calver is a Unix Jasmine. She comes from one of the best breeding families in America. Bred her to a couple of calves off her anyway, and the other second calver is a King Doc Fifi. She'd be from her own one of our own families.
Yeah, and the Unix, she was the champion heifer in milk at the Bailey's Fair this year, so high hopes for her here? Or?
I will hopefully we'll see how things go in, yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose like the prep last kind of bit, today's kind of show starts Saturday, today's Thursday, so final prep's kind of underway, so how much work is going to go into now before?
From now on it'll be just washing and feeding them and keeping them right up until the show, and making sure they're getting plenty of water into them too.
And I suppose to get here, how much prep has gone into to get here today now?
Well, like the two cows have been in straw since a month before even the Baileys.
Yeah.
Like they're getting extra feeding just to push them on that little bit more compared to some of the regular cows on the farm.
Yeah.
Like they were getting fed a few more times a meal a day, and they always had silage in front of them. A bale of silage, so.
Yeah, and I suppose the classes then they're competing in. So what classes are they in?
She'd be in the older of the of the first calvers, and then the second calvers in the 5-year-old class as well.
Okay. Yeah, and obviously you're here now, and obviously you and your dad are here. So you and your dad will be showing them, handling them at the handlers in the ring on the day.
Yeah, I'll be showing the heifer anyway, and Dad most likely show the cow. So.
Okay. Yeah, no, thanks a lot for chatting to us, Matthew, and best of luck.
Grand, thank you.
Yeah, so we're here with Kevin Quilter from Lely Centre in Mitchelstown, the regional sales rep with them, and they're also one of the platinum sponsors here of the National Dairy Show. So Kevin, we're back here after 2 years. How good is it to be back at in-person events?
Yeah, we're delighted to be back here in the Green Glens Arena for the National Dairy Show. I suppose we've been part of it for the last couple of years. I suppose the last 2 years has been difficult not being here. So we're delighted to be here to meet our customers, and with a lot of innovation stuff here from Lily on display today.
Obviously, Kevin, you just said about innovation. So what have you actually got on offer here to show potential customers and understand?
So we have a couple of products here today. Our main product is the Lily A5 robot. It's here on display. We have also some other products like Lily Discovery, a Lily Collector, and we have the Juno feed pusher as well.
Robotics going forward in the role of the dairy sector. Obviously, labour is becoming an issue, not only in dairy, but in a lot of sectors. So, is there a demand within the sector for robotics? Do we see a growth coming forward?
There is, yes. I suppose the last few years we've seen a lot of growth in all sectors of our products. I suppose, as you mentioned there, labour is an issue. I suppose people want more family time, more time off. There's a lot of flexibility with our products. They're tried and tested, and it's just the way things are going.
Yeah. Is it the robots are still the most popular, the robotic milking, or is it like some of the other equipment's becoming?
Yeah, I suppose, look, the robotic milking would be our main product. We have a lot of them gone in, we have a lot of good inquiries. A lot of people talk to us on the robotics. I suppose it's just it's a life-changing experience, really. It's just trying to free up time, more accessible, that you're not tied to the farm. As you mentioned, labour is an issue, and I suppose people want more a lifestyle as well,
Thanks, Kevin, for talking to us now, and best of luck over the next couple of days.
Well, Brian, thanks very much.
And And that's just a sample of some of what you can see over the next few days here at the National Dairy Show in the Green Glens Arena in Millstreet. So be sure to come along from 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon to savour all the show has to offer.